Water signs, there may be a sudden shift in your life that has you not only seeing the possibilities of a broader future, there is also the fear of the unknown, like stepping off a cliff into who knows what. And there also seems to be quite a bit of fear or agitation around money. There is a fear of poverty and ruin. There is maybe disagreements about earned income with Mars in the second Taurus house. But this could also be your self-esteem. You could feel a little bit on the back foot or maybe a bit under attack with Mars there. Your values might be challenged, your personal values, your skills and talents. There could be a lot of vigor about your skills and talents. So this is interesting energy, and it might play out differently for different people. So take it as it resonates. But in some way, it feels as though you have a good team around you, and collaboration is going to be the key to negotiating or navigating this kind of interesting circumstance that has you disappointed about something and fearing poverty and ruin. There's some sadness here about something that didn't work out. But there is, by the same token, something leading you forward from this. And it could be quite passionate energy. This could be a person, could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, feminine energy, or just a passionate desire to create and pursue the things you want. So that these energies are very interesting, because these are sort of like electric and full of magnetism and moving forward. But there does seem to be this sadness and loss that's indicated. So what would the universe like to explain or guide you about this situation? So I've heard the phrase as I was dealing these cards, we're all on the same team here. So it feels like there is a group of people. So it could be a workplace scenario. And there is some triggering that is going on here, because there is this advice to work through your fears, that you are safe. So something is happening, this shift in your life that is flinging you off, maybe before you feel ready. It could be a merger at work, and suddenly there's a new team of people, and wow, where do I fit in? And you might fear for your job and redundancy or something like that. And the fears are really at the forefront of your mind at the moment. Now, it could be relationship-wise, it could be something to do with your security, your earning power, but your fears seem very strongly indicated here, and you may be overblowing things, because you're being urged here to tame those fears and stop the wild horse bucking and rearing by putting on the reins and the bridle and steering that horse calmly in a prosperous direction, if you like. So, there might be patience required here. So don't leap around trying to do things quickly. Don't do anything underhand to protect yourself. Or, this is very self-protective, quite ugly energy. It's about attacking other people to defend yourself in a way. So being overly prickly and defensive. It is trying to come to terms with whatever this change is, whatever this transition is, with some sense of calm and the understanding that you're all on the same team and you'll get where you're going by working together, rather than going, what can I take out of this? What can I grab? So that seems to be like you've got no need to fear what is happening. It might take longer than you want, but there is just this big optical illusion that things are dire. It feels like you just need to dig deep within yourself and find your inner calm through whatever this situation is, because it feels fraught. It feels high stakes. It feels, it's going to get a grip. It's going to take a grip on your mind because of your fears. And you might feel the need to strategize and plot and plan and scheme behind other people's backs. And that doesn't really feel like the way forward. It is about controlling and working through your own fears that came out twice. And, one of the elements to bring to the mix here is tenderness and compassion for yourself, for your fears, acknowledge them, realizing that you're running a panic program, and just learn to calm that and look at the big picture and go, this is all going to work out. Whatever happens, I'm going to be fine. Bring some tenderness in for whatever the situation is that feels like it is threatening you, casting you out, upsetting you, because it does feel upsetting, I won't lie. So let's just get a bit more guidance here. So the energy to lean away from is judgment. So really, the negative side of judgment is believing that you know it all and that your opinion is the truth and that everyone else is wrong or out to get you, that you're the only one here who knows the answers. That energy is really to be avoided. So the antidote to that is curiosity, understanding somebody else's point of view in a mix. It is not resisting the wake-up call that you might get. So don't block your ears to things you don't like the sound of. You've really got to accept what is and not resist this wake-up call, which might be a shock. It might be a real shock to you. And yeah, so there is some way that there's a day of reckoning, a judgment that is coming, and you cannot keep it at bay or just disregard it. Now, interestingly, and I need to find out why, your energy to lean towards is the Queen of Wands. So she has come out twice. And this is very magnetic, sexy, dynamic energy. Could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, feminine energy. I'll read you some of the keywords here. Confidence. Well, that makes sense of, if you're feeling under attack and you're feeling fearful, it is about finding that inner confidence, your inner magnetism. Confidence, independence, creative, self-assured, passionate determination, charismatic, and optimistic are all keywords on this card. So it is about finding that within yourself, finding your fire, your passion, and your self-belief, and using that, not outwardly, but to tame your own fears and know within yourself that you're going to be fine, that you have what it takes, you've got the power and creativity to handle this situation in a graceful way. Let's see what else wants to come out here. This really does, whatever this issue is, cut to the heart of your emotional stability, your sense of groundedness, your sense of security. And that is a big deal. Anything that threatens your security, emotionally or financially, is really, it upsets the foundations of your life. There's a key word there of friendship, so that might resonate for some of you, but really to me it is about your emotional sense of security within yourself. That is the topic here. So something could rattle the foundations of your life. This is somehow leading to immense growth, and this might be a very fraught situation because the buzzard cleans up energy that has outlived its usefulness. It picks the carcass clean of something that is gone. It's had its day. And then, everything unfurls in this, is it the Fibonacci sequence? I don't know how to pronounce it. The golden ratio. Everything unfolds as it is supposed to unfold. There's an element of fatedness here, but this is a very transformative time, and it might be painful. And there might be a lot of inner getting a grip that you're going to have to do, and faith and trust in yourself that you can ride this out. But in one way or another, there is a prayer answered at the end of this. So there is a lot of faith that you're being asked to have at the moment. And again, set boundaries. This is boundaries within yourself to me. This is self-control. And it is saying no to the fears that are leaping up inside of you, that are threatening to derail you like a horse that's been spooked. So whatever you can do to find your inner confidence, your faith that everything is going to be better than okay somehow, at some point, you can do this, you've got this, but it might be a bit of a bumpy ride. Just remember, whatever this is in your life, you do have people you can rely on to help pull you in the direction you are going in. When you are all working together, you can find a smooth transition, smooth process. It is using everybody's skills here to collaborate, to go forward in the way that you want to go with a minimum of disruption and disturbance. It feels intense, I won't lie, but I hope this has helped you, my darlings. If you would like your own personal reading, go to my website. But meanwhile, this is Sarah wishing you much abundance, love, and joy.